Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Gurpreet Kaurman with Sunday Morning Coffee Chats, something I started last week. I will try to do these as often as I can. There's no schedule for this. This is simply a morning chat, coffee around coffee. Well, I'm drinking tea. And I will just go over things that I've seen over the week that I think needs to be addressed or just conversations around things. So feel free to join. Let me know what you want to talk about. This is just a quick coffee chat for 30 minutes or less. No time period around this. And this is my dog, Leo. Leo, say hi. Oh, you don't want to say hi. So this is Leo, my little boy. He also wants to join today. Okay, so let's kick off. I hope everyone's Sunday is going well. I hope your morning's off to a great start. Let's see who is tuned in. Good morning. Hello, Amarpreet. Good morning. Good morning. How do we empower teams for great results? How do we empower teams for great results? Great question. So, in order to if you want to empower your team, I think the best thing to do is first thing you want to do is you want to actually go to your team, sit down and ask them what would motivate them. I would even like, depending on your team, you can do a focus group or you can do it individually. I do recommend doing it individually first because each person is different. What motivates one person will not motivate the second. So we want to understand what drives and motivates somebody. Second, before we jump to that, what what I would say, let's take a step back actually. First, let's start with why do you feel that you need to empower them? Are they not hitting the KPIs? Are they not driving results? So, first, let's diagnose the problem. Then we can come up with solutions. So, first, look at well, why do you feel you need to empower them? What's happening? Okay. Then, is it an individual thing or is it as an entire group? Then we go to individuals, sit down, and have a one-on-one discussion to hear them to see what is it that they need. Is it that there's lack of training? Is it that there's lack of tools and resources? So we want to speak with them, not speak at them. We want to speak with them and get them to tell us what is stopping them from getting the result they should be getting, right? So there's always a background story that we want to talk and understand. So ask to understand, okay? Next, you work with them, ask them what do they need in order to for them to feel motivated. Lastly, you can do it as a focus group where you bring everybody together, you guys brainstorm and you come up with a plan on what motivation they will need. Maybe it's monthly challenges. Or anything, right? You got to go to your team and ask them. I would suggest start with first. Why do you feel you need to empower them? What's happening? Diagnose the problem, then speak to your teammates individually to see what they need, and then do it as a collective group to come up with a plan. I hope that helps. Okay. So next thing, what I wanted to talk about is a couple of things I've seen on LinkedIn. So I want to talk about what I've been seeing on LinkedIn. One thing that I've been seeing for years, but so much more lately, is the InMail. So a lot of people are using InMail, but a lot of people are using it incorrectly, meaning a lot of people are just sending hi, hello. And that is, to me, every time I get that message, hi, hello, how are you? As an in-mail is, so let me explain what in-mail is. In-mail is if you have a premium account, you can then send a message to somebody as an in-mail who is not connected to you. Okay. And then it's up to the other individual who receives the message if they want to connect with you or reply back to you or not. Okay. But what I've been seeing is that individuals have been sending in-mails. I've been getting these in-mails a lot, but they're always hi, hello. And I always sit there and sitting there, it's like, oh my, why did this person use their in-mail just to say hi, hello? Because you only get a certain amount as first you're paying for them if you're using premium account. Second, you only get certain amount per month depending on the plan you are on LinkedIn. So don't waste it. Craft a message. Craft a message. Don't just say hi, hello. Craft a message. So, what I wanted to actually lead into this conversation is effective communication. So, I'm seeing a lot of people either using email or sending messages, DMs, especially to HR recruiters. Like, I'm an HR plus I'm a career coach. So, for example, I even like requesting for coffee chat. So, the other day, I got someone requesting to do a coffee chat with me. Basically wanted to hop on a call. Well, first I didn't know it was a coffee chat, virtual coffee chat or coffee chat because the head subject said coffee chat. So wrote a message and then I replied back asking for clarification on. So I asked for clarification. Person wants to get on a call. Think it would be beneficial for me as well to be for this call because I can hear their story. They're trying to get into. I won't get into the details. So they're trying to basically want to hear my story of how I started as an entrepreneur and want to share their story and think they want to share their story as a newbie getting into a business, and so on and so on. So would love to speak with me. So I replied back asking questions. Thank you for the message. I have some questions for you. What's your expectation from this call? What's the objective you're trying to achieve? What is your goal that you want to do? What you want to get out of this call, right? So I actually wrote, let me pull up because I ended up asking a series of questions. And this is why I wanted to talk on this, is that a lot of people, we need to have effective communication in order to succeed, especially for messaging people. So I wrote back and said, um, here it is. Thank you for taking the time to message me and inviting me to a coffee chat. I guess it's a call, not a coffee invite. I would love to know what is your main objective of having this call with me? What are you looking to gain? What are you expecting to get out of this call? What is your goal for this call? I look forward to your reply. So individual replied back, and a lot of it was just they're looking to get advice and guidance from me on starting a business, what to do, what tools to use, how to price, how to get started, kind of, and then some details about me, what kind of clients I work with, how did I get started, what tools and systems I use, and so on and so on. So now this is what I mean by effective. Like I had to reply back to her to get the details of what is it that she's looking for, what's her expectation, what's her goal. So now that I got that clarification, what she's looking for, that's a service I provide as a business coach. So that's why I replied back saying, I would love to work with you. I would love to help you. Um, all the goal and objective they're trying to achieve. I help that as a business coach, and I can love to work with you. As for my journey, I openly talk about how I got started. I've done LinkedIn lives on it, my post, as well as I've been a guest speaker, and I directed her back to I gave her some podcasts that I've been a guest on. So, and then the other day, I had an individual message me thinking, just because I wrote a post on something that I provide free, and I'm social, like I have a nonprofit organization where I help colored women and South Asian women for free. So clearly, what's happening is, and I've seen this over and over, people are messaging people without actually even taking the time to read so their person's LinkedIn profile. Okay. So if you want to, for example, if you want to reach out to somebody, first step you should do is read their LinkedIn profile. There are so much details in those LinkedIn profiles. If you want to get reply back from people, effective communication is the key. And the way to effectively communicate is first read their LinkedIn profile, study it. What do they do? Okay. Then go through their activities, go through their LinkedIn posts. What content are they writing? Lastly, ask yourself, why do you want to message them? Make it personalized. It When we message somebody, make it about that person. Don't make it about you. This is why I don't like coffee chat. You shouldn't randomly message a stranger and ask for coffee chat. First step is engage with them. So you can engage means you can either start engaging with them on their content. If you're trying to engage with someone like me who writes content, then the first thing you want to do is start engaging with my content, or message me on a post that really resonated with you, really moved you, share your story. And that's how we first build a connection. So first step is we want to build a connection. Then we nurture that relationship to then ask for coffee. But to straight up asking for coffee chat, well, don't even call it coffee chat if you're not even meeting up with somebody in person. Or if you really want to or if you can do a virtual coffee, send them a Starbucks coffee gift card so that they can grab the coffee before they hop on the call with you. Okay. So these little details would take you for. Okay. Second, if you want to have a coffee chat with this person, ask yourself why. Why do you want to have the call? What is your goal? What's your objective? But the biggest thing is, well, what is that person going to get? We have to give equal value. There's got to be equal give and take. We can just take because we need something. We also have to give back. So if you want to reach out to someone because of you want something from them, also ask yourself, well, what can you give them in return? How can you add value to them? And the only way you'll know how you can add value to them is if you actually took the time to study the LinkedIn profile. Okay. So effective communication is the key. I see a lot of people messaging, like even me, when I get so many DMs every day, there's a lack of effective communication in those messages. Just take the time to think through, study the LinkedIn. Again, effective way to message somebody on LinkedIn is to study the LinkedIn profile, engage with their content first. So build that little, so start the engagement first, create awareness you exist, you engage with their content, softly message them in their DMs to build a connection first. Don't just right away go into asking something, build a connection. Best way to connect is to talk about something they wrote that resonated with you, how it made an impact to you. And then if you want to ask them for a coffee, before asking, get very clear why are you asking them for a coffee. Okay. Appreciate your inputs. We'll try for sure. You're welcome, Mama Preet. Just came to say you are doing a great job. Keep on. Good luck. Thank you. Who is this? Perfect. So if that helps. I joined in one of the Fortune companies, and how should I build connection and grow since mine is night shift production team lead role? Well, who are you trying to build connections with? Um, so let's start there. Who are you building connections with? If you're looking to build connections with the management team, directors, LinkedIn is perfect for that. Just yes, I understand. Just because you're working night shift doesn't mean that there's no avenue or ways for you to connect. Start connecting with them on LinkedIn. Maybe one day you show up early um, to build a connection with them. I would start with LinkedIn, message them on LinkedIn, connect with them on LinkedIn, and then move forward with engaging with them, inviting, maybe go for lunch or coffee with people. There's so many ways. Also, maybe I don't know if you have this option. I get you working night shift. So if you're working night shift, maybe before you go home, I don't know what time you go home. Let's say your night shift over is at 8, 9. Maybe you stick around for another hour or 2 hours, hang out in the coffee place. I know it's COVID, but like if you can hang out in the coffee areas. But I would definitely try to connect with the leadership team on LinkedIn and start engaging with them there. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 100%. Hi, Mark. Great advice when connecting with people. Thank you, Mark. So we want to make sure, always keep in mind that when you're messaging people, have it always take the time. Okay. If you want those messages to convert to the, like you want someone to reply back, then we need to have the messaging needs to be genuine. It needs to be personable. It can't simply be, we can't just always be asking from people. Okay. Keep that in mind. I understand we want something, but we have to take a step back and ask ourselves, I want this, but what is this person getting? How can I add value to them? What can I do for them? If you lead with that first, like what I can do for them, how I can add value to them, how I can make their life easier. If you lead with that, I guarantee you, you will get a response. Don't ask how I can support you. If you study the individual's LinkedIn profile as well as their content that they're writing, you will get a good idea how you can help them. For example, let me give some examples here. Let's say you're social media, digital marketing. Let's go with digital marketing slash social media. Start studying their social media content. If you like the person you want to talk to, start studying their social media content. And then you can approach them with some suggestions. Now you're adding value to them. Let's say you're a website developer. Um, you can go on the person's website and see how the website is set up. Maybe there's some missing pieces that person doesn't realize. You can now message them and say, I've been following your content. I love the content you're producing. You're adding so much value. This post resonated with me. I'm a website designer, developer, and I was on your website and I noticed it's first you compliment and then you say, "Here, but I noticed some missing pieces that I think you can benefit from. Would love to hop on a call to make my suggestions." And guess what? That person's going to reply back to you and say, "Yes, oh my God, thank you so much. Here's my calendar. Let's hop on a call." So first, make it about them, add value to them. Okay. So let's say you're a video creator. Okay, maybe you create YouTube videos, you into video creators, and you can, for example, for me, I create these LinkedIn lives. Let's say you're a video creator or editor. You want to engage with me, maybe you want to do a virtual coffee with me, but you notice that I'm doing LinkedIn videos, but I'm not creating content in terms of bite-sized nuggets out of it. You are watching this and you can then approach me and say, "Thank you so much, Gurpreet. I love your content. I've been on your LinkedIn lives. I have a suggestion. I know how to edit videos, YouTube videos, and so a creator. I would love to, you know, help you take your LinkedIn live videos and create nuggets out of it that you can use to promote cross like YouTube, your LinkedIn, you produce video content that then you can use. So we're repurposing your LinkedIn lives. Now that definitely will catch my eye. I would definitely reply back. So we want to be strategic. You want to leverage your expertise to help the person you want them to hop on the call with you. Okay, so I hope these example has helped you. But that is the best way to approach something. Don't approach people like asking for a job. Don't approach people asking to get on coffee chat just so you can hear the story or they can give you advice. How about we flip the switch, flip it that you are giving them advice that they need because there's some gaps in what they're doing that they can benefit from, and boom, I guarantee you 9 out of 10 or even 8 out of 10 the people you're reaching out to you will hop on the call. If you are looking for clients, that's what you should be doing. If you are looking for a job, that's exactly how you should be messaging people. So effective communication is the key. Take the time to even understand and ask yourself, what do you want to communicate? Write it out, read it to make sure it makes sense. Sleep on it and then read it to make sure that you didn't overlook anything. Okay. So, any questions for me? This is a coffee chat. This is a chat. So, feel free to chat with me. Okay, so that was my morning little coffee chat with you guys Sunday morning. I hope this has helped. It's all about effective communication. I hope my little nuggets and tips and advice has helped you. It will help you. If you have any questions further, either type them below in the comment or DM me and feel free to reach out to me. Actually, I am looking for a video editor, video content creator. So if anybody that's listening to this is a video content creator that can actually take my videos and create it into bite-sized uh, nuggets as well as create into YouTube content, that'll be amazing. So if there are some video editors out there, let me know. Feel free to reach out to me because I am looking for a video editor to take all my LinkedIn lives from the past year. I won't go back to 2020, but even past year, I have a year's worth of content that I would love to start using and creating into bite-sized nuggets, little nuggets, videos. So let me know if anybody out there is listening that is a video creator. On that note, I will end this morning coffee chat right here. I hope you guys have a blissful morning. Enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.